stress, shitty days, when everything seems to just line up like perfect dominoes and go completely wrong for you. That's what I had all last 2 weeks. And when you're stressed, for me, in my head, everything freezes. I cannot function anymore. I cannot focus on the tasks at hand in my daily life. I'm so fixated on that one issue. And I need it to be fixed. And when it can't be fixed, and when that issue is such a problem, and there's no one around to help, or it's out of my control, I feel trapped in my head. And this is exactly what it was from the last 2 weeks. To give you a wee bit of context, recently I've been having a lot of car issues. And for me, the car is a crucial part of the business. For having like a meal prep business, we need the car for deliveries, food shopping, that kind of thing. I also work 3 jobs in total. I have that, the online coaching, my full-time job that I need to get to and from work. And I have 3 small children, a 5-year-old, 4-year-old, and a 1-year-old. We have no grandas or grannies to help out, no babysitters, no of our family support network, just us. So very much so that car is a crucial part of our household. And what happened was, from the last 2 weeks, after work being done, it's been a utter mess. The battery keeps draining. It will not start. I've had to keep charging the thing. Sometimes it just doesn't charge at all. The battery dies. I have reached out to plenty of mechanics and Autosparks. They cannot look at it. They couldn't help me. And not only could they not help me, it was down to me at that point. I said, I need to fix this myself. I checked everything. I asked for help. Couldn't get help. I researched it online. I did everything I possibly could. And on that particular Tuesday, I was so annoyed by things, so stressed. My cortisol was so high that I ended up, I told my partner, when the kids go to bed, I'm going to bed too. It's 8:45. It's the earliest I've ever went to bed. I'm going to bed too. For that day, I didn't want to be awake anymore, because I know I would be thinking about that thing that right now I have no control over. And I didn't. She convinced me to come out here, have a leg session, and it was one of the best leg sessions I had. I just was able to channel my strength. I was so much stronger. I was doing 15, 20 kilo plus on my PBs, more reps, everything. But there was an important lesson and tip to learn from this, and something that I would encourage you, if you're going through something stressful right now, to apply. And that's one of the arts of Stoicism, but particularly a lesson and a learning from Stoicism called the dichotomy of control, or what I like to call it, your circle of control, right? It's a very simple concept. Within your space right now, you have a circle of control. And inside that circle, it's the things within your reach that you can control. Your family, your work ethic, your output, how you perceive things. Everything in that circle around you, that's in your control. And you can very much do something about it. But everything outside of that circle, it's the stuff that you cannot physically control. That includes how people perceive you, how people's opinions are. That includes things that literally you cannot change yourself. Things that no matter what you do, they're going to play out a certain way. And for me at that moment right there, what was outside of my control was fixing that car. At that point, it was 8 o'clock at night. No mechanic would have been open. I physically exhausted every single thing I could do. I needed a mechanic. So right there and then, it wouldn't have helped going to bed, because right now I couldn't have done anything anyway. So instead of walling away, my approach was, okay, I shut that off my head, or I try to do something else for the rest of the remainder of the night. Right now, the car's not important. I don't need the car right now. I can't do anything physically. And if I dwell on it, all it's going to do is raise my cortisol and up my stress, which is going to wreak havoc on my physical system and my mental system even more so than what it already has. And applying that dichotomy of control, that circle radius that you have of Stoicism, can be applied to most things in life. Things that are naturally outside your control. And the things outside of your control, people's perceptions of you, the outcome of the work that you've put into, right? So if you've done an exam, for example, whatever the outcome of that's going to be, physically at that point, you can't change that. But then also understanding the things that you can change. And that's another lesson. Some people dwell on waiting for signs, or dwell on the idea of, well, what will be, will be. No, what will be is what you do. And the stuff within that circle, People think stuff is outside their reach when really it is actually in their reach. They're just not reaching for it. It's right up for grabs. So sometimes when you're stressed, sometimes applying that lesson, that rule of thumb, can really actually fix things in that moment when things feel so trapped in your head. Anyway, in my next video, I'm going to do part 2 series on the natural series. You can check back on my channel for the previous videos. The next one will be on training, so stay tuned for that. And if you liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe. There's tons of other videos on this channel like this, and the like and subscribing and the commenting will help me greatly, more than you'll know, so I really appreciate it. But until the next time, I've been Carl from the Ox Den, and I'll see you in the next one.